Today we are playing with balls in a way that may upset some of you, and for that I apologize. But also welcome you to Dev Diary, the series where I try to make my own video games. So it's like it says on the tin, this is a soccer game, but like played by people who don't know the rules of soccer other than you get the ball in the goal. And to keep with that theme, teams start on top and bottom instead of left and right. Now, players have a couple of abilities at their disposal. The first is their general kick move, and since our players don't actually have feet, they use a stick on a foot. This means their kicks are pretty direct, sending their ball in a pretty straight direction. However, kicks also have an AoE-like effect where nearby players will also be slightly punted as well. The second thing a player can do is a dive. Really doesn't do much other than act like a more direct kick-like move, but I mean, it's a soccer game and I felt like the ability to throw oneself at the ground seemed kind of like an important feature. I should probably again mention that I don't know the rules of soccer, aka football. But actually, fun fact, this was originally more of an like M. Bison Psycho Crusher type move, but no joke, it actually started to break the physics. So as a result, it was toned like way down. Anyway, with this lovely toolkit, each team must do a soccer and get their ball in their opponent's goal, which if it's not obvious by now is incredibly difficult based on the pure chaos of the CPU's behavior. Because they only have two objectives: get near the ball and try to take the ball to their goal, all the while kicking or diving when near players or the ball itself. The end result is really just a mob of colors randomly kicking each other and occasionally the ball, usually forcing it into a corner where the kicking continues and that ball tries to hold on for its dear life. Originally, this was a problem because the aggressive CPU kicking would always keep that ball stuck in the corner. So a timer was added to the ball, and if that ball finds itself stuck in a corner for too long, it will actually push all nearby players away. And this thankfully helps reset the chaos enough that the ball is able to eventually leave a corner. The only downside is sometimes, or really pretty much every time, it seems more force is applied than it's meant to, and players will literally be thrown halfway across the map. It's wonderfully chaotic, but a totally unintended outcome. But should the ball ever make it to a goal, a point is earned for the scoring side, and everything resets. But again, because this project uses GameMaker's physics system, it's got a few unexpected results. See, we don't actually reset the room when a goal is scored. We simply reset player and ball positions. And it seems like objects will sometimes retain things like speed, which carry over, resulting in things like some players kicking each other, before the round officially begins, or the ball just wandering away. Again, wonderfully chaotic nonsense that would normally be a problem, but ends up making this project even better. And sadly, that was about all I was able to get done for this project. This was worked on at the tail end of some hardware issues that popped up, which is just a great way for me to transition into the reminder that if you enjoy the content, supporting me on Patreon can literally help me keep making it. Doing so can get you access to exclusive content and early access to the weekly Dev Diary videos. My poor old 10-year-old PC is in dire need of an upgrade, mostly so we can, avoid situations like this, where I don't have enough time to add more chaos to wonderfully chaotic video game ideas. Anyway, let's keep this chaotic train rolling. What do you think would be a great chaotic addition to make things even more chaotic? Also, I hope no one was truly offended by the antics of today's episode. It's all in good fun. So, if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like. And why not subscribe if you're new to the channel? But with that said, brings us to the end of today's Dev Diary, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.